Hello everyone, I, Kundan Chandrakar, welcome you all to the SWAYAM online course on Safety in Construction lesson summary. In this video, we are going to learn briefly about safety in construction. Safety in construction is a critical and paramount aspect of any construction project. It emphasizes a comprehensive set of practice, protocol, and guidelines at preventing accident, injury, and fatalities among construction workers and ensuring the overall well-being everyone involved. Here a summary of a key point regarding safety in construction. The first one is a risk assessment and management. Before starting any construction project, a thorough risk assessment should be conducted to identify potential hazards and risks associated with the project. Strategies for managing this risk should be developed and implemented. The second point is a safety training and education. Proper training and education are essential for all construction workers. This includes teaching them about the potential risk, safe operation procedure, proper equipment uses, and emergency response protocols. Our third point is a personal protective equipment that is called PPE. Worker must be provided with appropriate PPE such as helmet, gloves, safety gloves, high visibility vest and steel boots and minimize the risk of injury of various hazards. Our next point is a fall protection. Fall from height are leading causes of construction related injuries and fatalities. Fall protection measures such as guardrail, safety net and harness must be placed when working at elevated location. Our next point is scaffold and ladder safety. Proper installation, inspection and maintenance of scaffolds and ladder are crucial to prevent accident and falls. Workers should be trained on safe uses and proper setup. Our next point is electrical safety. Construction sites often involve electrical equipment and wiring. Addressed to electrical safety protocol, proper grounding and avoiding contact with loose wire are virtual to prevent electrocution. Our next point is machine and equipment safety. Proper training, maintenance and operation of heavy machinery and equipment are necessary to prevent accidents. Lockout tagout procedure help to ensure machine and safely shut down during maintenance. Our next point is evacuation and trenching safety. Adequate sorting, sloping or benching should be trenched and excavation to prevent collapses. Workers should be not enter unsupported trenching deeper than 5 feet without protection. Our next point is hazard communication. Clear and effective communication of potential hazards and safety procedure is crucial. Warning sign, label and training program contribute to safer construction environment. And our next point is emergency preparedness. Construction sites should have well-defined emergency procedure and evacuation plan in case of accidents, fire or other emergencies. All workers should be aware of this plan. Next important point is health and hygiene. Adequate sanitation facilities, clean drinking water and proper wastage disposal are necessary to maintain the health and well-being of worker on site. Our next point is supervision and enforcement. Site supervisor and manager play a pivotal role for ensuring safety protocol, regular inspection, corrective actions, and continuously monitoring contribute to safer workplace. And the next important point is regulatory compliances. Addressing to local and national and international safety regulation and standard is mandatory. Failure to comply can result in legal consequences and project delay. And the last main point is a continuously improvement. Construction companies should be establish a culture of continuously improvement in safety practices. Learning from incidents, analyzing near misses, and implementing corrective measurements contribute to a safe work environment. Safety in construction is a shared responsibility that involves collaboration amongst workers, also supervisor, contractor, and project manager. Prioritize safety not only prevent accident and injuries but also contribute to increase efficiency, reduction cost, and successful projects outcome. Let us discuss importance of safety in construction. Safety in construction is a paramount importance due to variety of reasons, all of which revolve around the well-being of worker, the success of project, and the overall reputation of the construction industry. Here, why safety in construction cannot be overstated. First one is a protection of human lives. The primary reason for emphasis safety in construction is to prevent injuries, fatalities, and long-term health issues among construction workers. Construction sites are inherently hazardous with risk ranging from fall and electrical shock to collapse structure. Implementing safety measurements ensure that workers can go home safely to their familiar at the end of the day. And the next important point is the legal and regulatory compliances. Government and regulatory bodies set stringent safety standards for the construction industry. Adhering to this standard is not only legal requirement but also demonstrate a commitment to responsibility business practices. Non-compliance can lead to legal penalties, project delay and reputational damage. Our next point is reduce accident and downtime. Implementing comprehensive safety protocol minimize the occurrence of accidents which can lead to project delay and cost and costly downtime. Preventing accident means uninterrupted project progress and improved efficiency. Our next important point is a cost saving. While implementing safety measures incur initial cost, they are significantly outweighed by the potential cost saving in long time run. Accidents lead to medical expenses, legal fees, increased insurance premium and comprehension claim. By preventing accidents, construction company can save substantial amount of money. Our next point is employees' morale and productivity. When workers feel safe and valued, their morale and job satisfaction increase. A safe work environment fosters better mental well-being and boosts productivity, leading to high quality of work and greater overall efficiency. The next important point is enhanced reputation. Safety conscious construction companies gain a positive reputation within the industry. Clients and stakeholders are more likely to trust companies that prioritize workers safely, leading to increased business opportunity and stronger relationship. Let us discuss the another main point is a risk mitigation. Proper safety measurements help identify and mitigation potential risk before they escalate into major injuries. This proactive approach preventing costly project disruption and potential legal battles. Our next important point is attracting and retaining talents. Skilled workers prefer to work for companies that prioritize their safety. A reputation a valuing employees' well-being attract top talent and encourage existing employees to stay with the company. Our the next important point is sustainability and ethics. A commitment to safety reflects a company ethics value and commitment to sustain practices, ensuring the workers are safe and treated with respect aligned with broader social and environmental responsibility. Our next point is long-term business viability. Companies know for their long safety track records are more likely to have chosen a contract and collaborations. Demonstrating a commitment to safety enhance a company long-term viability and growth prospects. Let us discuss the another main point. Community and public relations. Construction sites are often situated in or near communities. A safety incident can have a negative implication for community relation and public perception. Prioritize safety, show consideration for the community well-being and minimize the risk of negative publicity. The next important point is industry innovation. A focus on safety encourages that develop a new technology, practices and material that can make construction sites safer. This innovation benefits the industry as a whole. In summary, safety in construction is not just a legal requirement, it is an ethic obligation and a smart business strategy. It safeguards lives, promotion, efficiency and enhance the overall reputation and success of construction project and companies. Let us discuss this diagram. This diagram is donating many other safety aspects. This diagram, first one is a PPE, that is personal protective equipment. Second is a falling objects. Third one is a fall protection. Fourth one is a lifting, carrying and other handling objects and equipment. The fifth is a how to prevent site and falls. And the next is a electrical hazards. And the next one is a hazard identification and communication. And the next is a lockout and takeout procedures. First aid, fire safety, open forum for concern suggestions, and the last one is a fire safety. Let us discuss the important topics of construction safety meetings. Safety meetings such as toolbox talk are the great way to encourage safe practices in construction industry. We are found the best topic to improve construction safety including common construction hazards, fall protection, safety training, safety responsibility and safety improvement plan. We are also discuss how safety software can help follow up on decisions in this meeting. Conduct toolbox talk meeting about these safety topics and won't be long before your worker are enthusiastic about construction safety. The first main point is the biggest hazards to job site safety. It is a no secret the construction site is a dangerous work area according to Occupational Health and Safety Administration OSHA. Roughly 1 in 5 worker death in the construction industry. Each job site is filled with numerous hazards that threaten construction site safety, can result in injury and fatalities. As such, it's important your worker know how to report hazards and avoid them as much as possible. This starts with knowing the most common hazards in construction. Items such as electricity, moving object and excessive noise are known to frequently endanger workers. You want to go over the hazards and more with anyone who would exposed to them. During the safety meeting, explain how these hazards arise and the sign of identify them. Afterward, you will explain how to avoid this issue and the step of workers should be take implement corrective actions. Be aware, these are a few topics that your safety meeting should be spent a little extra time on certain hazards have a identified by OSA. As the construction fatal four, the fatal four are consistently responsible for nearly 60% of construction worker death every year. They include fall, being stuck by an object, electrocution and couching in between objectives. Couch in between objects. It highly importance your safety meeting spend time communication way to avoid the fatal four. In fact, one of the fatal four in particularly may require multiple toolbox stall decisions. Let us discuss our second point. Toolbox stall on fall protection. Of the construction fatal four, fall are the single leading cause of worker death. Each year, fall accounts for nearly 40% of the construction industry's death. This put extra emphasis on the importance of fall protection measurements. You should spend multiple safety meeting decisions, the various safety measurements available to protect worker from fall. OSHA standards outline the requirement of fall protection employees and employer are expected to follow. It also can act as a list of items your team should be familiar with the maximize fall preventions. Knowing when the fall protection is required is key to keeping your team safe. Workers often tend to undermine fall protection in situations where they feel to access and consume. After all, in the fall protection really necessary if it is a quick job and seeming low heights. Let us discuss our third main points. Importance of construction safety training. Another construction safety topic that is often taken too lightly in safety training. Too often, safety training is seen as a time consuming that get the way of real responsibility. This attitude towards safety training is a great threat to workers safely. In fact, a university study concluded that training can actually have a negative impact on workers safely. When the worker does not have a positive attitude towards safety training. As such, it is a critical you spend a few safety meeting decision the benefit of safety training and why it is necessary. Some of the team may roll their eye at the first, but the more important you spend decision it importance, the more they will start to understand. Let us discuss our fourth major point, responsibility of construction site safety. Similar to the importance of safety training, the perception of who is responsible for safety is often skewed. Of course, everyone is concerned with their own safety and maybe safety of their closest, but what about the worker from the different company? Construction site face a unique situation in that oftentimes multiple company will be working on different parts of the same projects. Issues can be raised when some companies don't take safety as serious as other and put the worker in a dangerous as a result. From high level injuries reporting requirement to basic use of personal protective equipment, it is important to discuss the role of everyone plays in keeping the site a safe work environment. During your safety meetings, stress that more than one employer at the workplace can be cited for a single OSA violation. When one person is careless, it affects all workers regardless of the job title or company. Everyone is a multi-employer job sites is responsible for each other's safety. As part of a decision, we recommended you also spend some time of how to manage the safety of contractor. This meeting topic aims to get everyone involved in safety by reinforcing that safety is everyone's responsibility. It's also a good way to encourage cooperation among the team. With this safety meeting, the goal is create a safety culture that look beyond the everyone for themselves mentality. It's about recognize that if one person is not taking safety seriously enough, it put everyone at risk. And the last main fifth point is a brainstorming safety improvement plan. This final topic aims to engage employees to get them more involved with workplace safety. While all your meeting should allow for open decision, we recommended hosting a meeting everyone once a while that gives a team on the floor. Ask them to provide ideas on how to improve safety at your construction site. Find out what aspects of safety they think is important and where the think is improvement are needed. Meeting such as this can boost employees' morale in addition to workplace safety. This worker lead meeting also offer an opportunity to get feedback on the latest safety trends and how effects they might be incorporated into the safety program. Today, modern technology is constantly offering improvement and innovation to safety initiatives. Discuss how your team might feel if the company started using new technology to improve safety around worksite. Would they approve if the company used drone for periodic safety inspection, or would they prefer something more suitable like safety management software? Before seeing the big changes by hosting meeting on the safety topics, you should expect to the see improvement your site safety. For more ideas on how you can incorporate new technology and ideas into a safety program, check our recent decision with Ecom, Black and Venching and Person Corporation on how to there involve worker safety management. Let us discuss the last main point is a conclusion. In conclusion, safety in construction is not just a requirement but a fundamental commitment to the well-being of everyone involved in construction project. It a range of practice, protocol and consideration aimed at preventing accident, injuries and fatalities in a changing and dynamic work environment. The construction industry emphasis on safety is driven by the recognize that human lives in replaceable and the responsible practices are crucial for project success and the industry's reputations. Safety regulation, implementing comprehensive training program, using proper personal protective equipment and fostering a safety first culture. Construction company can create a secure environment where worker can without unnecessary risk. This commitment to safety yield numerous benefits include reducing accident, minimize downtime, cost saving, improvement worker morale and productivity. The significance of safety in construction extends beyond the confines of the construction site, influencing community relation, environmental and industry innovations. Thought continuously improvement, open communication and the dedicated to staying informative about the latest safety practices. The construction industry can ensure that safety remains to top priority of all projects, ultimately achieving not only the project success but also preservation of lives and well-being of worker and communities. With this, we will end our today's lecture here. Thank you for your patience and we will meet in our next lecture. Thank you.